Order faster. Boom. Going to the maximum. Going to the maximum. Boom. Going to the maximum.
My name is John Aguilar, and I'm a serial entrepreneur based in Manila, Philippines. I've gathered a formidable cast of business and industry leaders on the lookout to fund and support the country's rising tech startups. Wei Zhou, CEO of Coins.ph. Francis Plaza, co-founder and CEO of PayMongo. Avin Ong, founder and CEO of Fredly Group of Companies. Amor Maclang, co-founder of Geyser Maclang. Rose Ong, Senior Executive Vice President and COO of Wilcon Depot. And John Yunuschap, President and CEO of UBX. Many will try, but only a few will make it to the final pitch.
Once again, a big round of applause for Mr. John Aguilar.
Hello guys! Hello everyone, welcome to the Final Pitch Philippine Blockchain Week edition. It's great to be here. We have 5 very exciting startups who will be pitching today. It's going to be an elevator pitch, and we have 3 judges who will come up to give them the time of their lives. So, once again, to introduce myself, I'm John Aguilar. I am the creator and host of CNN Philippines' The Final Pitch. We are a business reality show that is like Shark Tank, but more than that. So, we have successfully funded a lot of startups since 2017, and we are now looking for contestants to invite to the 9th season of the show. So we will be doing that today before our regional rollout next year, wherein we will be bringing the final pitch across ASEAN, across Southeast Asia, involving, apart from the Philippines, Indonesia, Thailand, Malaysia, Vietnam, and Singapore. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our 3 judges for today. So our first judge, ladies first, is a Harvard Business School Web3 thought leader. She is a serial entrepreneur, an EO member, and top 100 women of the future. Please give it up for Kate Hancock. Up next, we have an angel investor, co-founder of Miami NFT, and Web3 advisor of Fortune 500 companies. He is none other than Eric LaPaglia. And last but not the least, he is an investor, invested in over 80 companies. He has had 4 exits, 10 Series B and C startups, a general partner at Zingforce VC, and is a founding member of Unreasonable PE. He is the co-founder of IP3. He is Jay Ha. Okay, folks, so we don't have a lot of time. So here's how it's going to go down. So we are giving all of the contestants here today, 5 of them, 3 minutes each to give their elevator pitch. So 3 minutes is all we're giving them. And you are going to be giving, I guess, just 1 question each. So whoever is most passionate about the startup will get to ask the question. I will leave it to you to decide who will ask, but we will be giving you just 1 question. So we're going to have them pitch, all 5 of them, and you decide who asks the question, okay? So if you're ready, here we go. So our first startup is, I'd like to call up to the stage from Meta Farms, Jeremy Gokongwei. Jeremy? Anything we need to know from you aside from the fact that you're pitching today?
Well, I'm passionate about farming, and we're really excited about doing this live here in Philippine Blockchain Week, so look forward.
3 minutes, man.
All right.
Your time starts now.
That was a trick. Hi guys, how are you doing? Awesome. So my name is Jeremy. I'm the co-founder for Meta Farms Philippines. I'm a Singapino, in case you don't know what that means, and never mind. Anyway, so, we built an awesome game called Meta Farms. It's the world's first digital farm. built on Unreal by a full 100% team of Filipino gamer developers. We have integrated farm games with our physical farms in Bacolod. So what that means is if you see our game when you're going to play, visit us at the B3 booth. We integrated our Bacolod, which is the Baboy farms. Now, whatever that you play on the game, in reality, we're going to buy the souls, and then it's translated by having revenues earned and made through selling the piglets, or sometimes the mom, and have the returns back onto the MetaMask wallet. But this game goes beyond just playing games, setting up real farms. We have also the ability to scale up really quickly. We're onboarding about 13 different farms in Davao, in Cavite, in Tagaytay, of course in Bacolod, which is where we first started. So I will be very, very happy for you to visit our booth, share with you the experience of the digital experience. And we are extremely excited to also announce that on the 1st of December, we're called to the Department of Agriculture to present to the Undersecretary of the Secretary of Agriculture how to use digital farm games to educate the gamers, as well as pushing new communities of farming experience. We have also further translated to creating utilities with our game, right? Which is when you buy eventually the tokens, or you earn the tokens, you'll be able to spend it at our deli to buy lechon as well, and in Bacolod, that's where our butchery and our deli is held in. So I'm very excited. I look forward to all of you visiting us. Remember, we're not just building games, we are building lives. Thank you very much.
That was perfect, Jeremy. One question from the judges.
I have a question
Yes,
for you,
go ahead.
Jeremy. Which one
Hi,
is
kid.
priority? Is it scalability or profit?
Well, it's first scalability, because we want Philippines to become a net export market. I'm following a very clear mandate from DOA, but at the same time, when we are able to export our produce and teach the world by gaming education, we can then have all these allocations sieve through our marketplace and push out onto the world of food traders who are buying through our platform. And then profitability will come, because no matter what you sell, you're going to make money in the Philippines, produce-wise. Thank you.
Thanks, Kate. Thanks, Jeremy. Okay. Maraming salamat. Okay. Give the mic. Okay, up next we have from Astro XP, James Afante. James, tell us something about yourself that is not in your pitch. Mike, please. No deck.
Yeah, no, I'm James Apante. I'm basically 22 years old from the Philippines. I grew up here, and I was a hardcore gamer back then. That's why I developed Astro XP.
Okay, your 3 minutes starts now.
Okay, so I have a PPT, I think. What's the next? Hello. Okay.
No deck. Your time is
No,
running
like-
out, man.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. Okay, so basically, I'm James. I'm the founder and CEO of Astro XP. It's the very first AAA blockchain game that is locally developed in the Philippines, and I'm very proud of that. So the reason why I built this company is number one, I want to raise the standard. I want to elevate the standard of Filipino developers. Number two, I want to regain the trust of international venture capitals in the Philippines to invest in local developers as well. So basically, Astro XP is going to be an MMO in the future. Oh yeah, there we go. So Astro XP is going to be an MMO in the future. So, but basically, I don't see that revealing or implementing MMO right away is the very best idea, because not everyone can play MMO. So we're gonna have a very friendly game, like for example, the Holo Tracks is going to be a racing game. I'm pretty sure everyone knows how to race. So just like Mario Kart or any racing have you played in your time zone or in your phone days back then. So we're gonna have multiple game modes, holo tracks, Versiege. Versiege is just like Dota 2 and League of Legends. Pretty much everyone knows how to play. And then once we implement these two games right away, once we acquire the users, when the time comes, that's the moment we're gonna work together with the guilds in order to implement and teach them what is MMO right away, and then implement the open world in the future. So pretty much our market competition is this. So there's actually 6 criteria for you to become a qualified blockchain game. So that's being AAA, PC compatible, blockchain on-chain, open map, mobile, and of course the affinity. So we have, as you can see here, oh, there's no. Actually, there's like checks here. So what's the remote? The remote's not working. Yeah, there we go. So as you can see, pretty much Astro XP, the holo check, the very first game mode, is being qualified as one of the qualifiers of the market competition. Yan. So we have traction. Just our traction. We have created an economic sustainability plan. We have raised 300,000 on our Series A seed this March this year. We have launched our Web 2 website. We have 9,000 plus growing members on our Discord community. And then we are already audited by, on our KYC contracts by CoinScope, and we have our MVP already available on our booth, just right next to this door. And we have already released our cinematic trailer. You can watch it also on our booth later on. So pretty much this is going to be our development roadmap. We're currently on the phase 1. So, and of course, the reason why I'm here, because it's business, is going to be an $8 to $13 trillion in the future, which is reported by Citibank. So this is our business model. This is how we're gonna earn in the future. And currently we're raising about $3.3 million for this project to happen. And yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, James. One question from the judges.
So gaming, obviously, $300+ billion market, super, super competitive. What do you model your customer acquisition to look like? Because that's the biggest impediment for new gaming titles that don't already have a massive marketing arm behind them.
Yeah, basically we're gonna do it by partnering with guilds, because I believe guilds is the very best and the fastest way to acquire users. And then by releasing very friendly game modes that they're very familiar with and very fun and very interactive, I believe they're going to attach to the game. And then once they attach to the game, they will be invested in our game, and pretty much the relationship will be developing further. And then so on, we can go along with them in the Web3 space.
I have a question for you. Having the gold standard of Axie Infinity not really running the tokenomics really well, what's your game plan in that angle? How are you going to make sure your economy is running?
Okay, that's a very good question. Actually, I wish I have more time for this to explain, because it's the very technical stuff. But actually, we have invested our time before. Like, we have spent 8 months to develop and research on our economic sustainability plan. Pretty much, we have created an economic sustainability plan that is actually pretty much just not like Axie. Because the number one problem with Axie Infinity is the investor's plan. For example, when you invest and then Axie Infinity suddenly change their bidding requirements, it will drastically affect your trust in the game, because you can feel like anytime the investors can manipulate or change the requirements for you to be forced to spend more. So unlike on our economic sustainability plan, we have created a very good investment plan that investors can understand and plan their investment for the next 10 years.
Okay. Thank you very much. James Afante. Maraming salamat. Up next, we have from DV Code, Ellie Rabadon.
Sound check.
Hello, Ellie.
Ganap. Thank you.
Please tell us a little bit about yourself. You have very, I'm very envious of your hair right now. I have hair envy.
Yeah, it's very super curly. So I'm Ellie of Divigo Technologies Incorporated, and I'm a gamer and a smart contract developer. So yeah, that's me.
Okay, fire away. We have 3 minutes.
Okay. So we developed this game called Crypto Shish, and it's a super duper hyper casual game that never uses an own token. So we utilize stable coins instead, rather than planning out tokenomics that will make the investors worried on the possible dumps. So we mostly do the calculations of numbers so that there will be allocations for the OPEX, for the winners, and for marketing in order for it to be sustainable, okay? So it's a very simple game. So it's just 30 seconds initial timer, and each of the 10 participants will have 5 chances. And after that, whoever clicks the last and the timer runs out wins the game. Okay, so it's just so simple. And so we already have the demo of the game, and it's running on testnet already. So we have a booth outside, and you can play it. Okay, so we have an NFT, and we have a cheese ticket for every game. You pay $1 for 1 round for the 5 clicks, and you win $7. So it's easy to understand. Okay, and we plan to have it weekly rankings wherein not just the winners will keep on winning, but they will be able to win by having the most clicks of the weeks for most rounds participated. And okay, here's our infinite cycle. So the players will buy the rounds, play crypto cheese, and they will earn stable coins. Okay, and here's our room types. There will be 10 participants. They will get $7 if they win, and it will increment. Okay, so the business model is every 1 cheese round ticket, they will win $7 if they win, and the proceeds will 70% of the setup will be on the winner, 15% will be on the NFT holders, 10% for operations, and 5% for the OPEX. Okay, there will still be a withdrawal tax that will still benefit for the NFT holders and 5% for the operations. So are you ready to get shished? Thanks.
Thank you, Ellie. So one question from our judges.
Thank you so much for quick pitch. I'm sure you're very tensed, but looks amazing. I'm very interested in the model. It's very simple, and I can tell what you're trying to do. But one question is, how do you want to achieve the sustainability of your model?
Yeah, of course, that's the actual thing. So we came from an MMORPG perspective of the game development. So we know how high an expense can be on the infrastructure side. So we mainly focus on what players can benefit here the most. And then we have a very efficient costing on the operation side so that we can further expand on the marketing perspective. So the actual math of the game is entirely for the players to benefit if they win and participate on the weekly rankings.
So I'm intrigued as well. I love the simplicity, but your margins seem exceedingly low. Like, what sort of scale do you need to reach to really be economically viable?
Yes, from our perspective, like I said, our infra costing are so efficient that we can project on the player side of point of view. So we can actually cater 1,000 players at the same time on a very low cost. So I think we're quite confident on our calculation, but still, it's subjected to for change, of course.
What is your revenue in 2022?
So our revenue actually, we have made a projection there, but we didn't include it anymore on the slides. But on a 15 days perspective, if they will be able to play a game for at least 12 constant players that are playing, so you can multiply it and get the 30% of all the games, then we can get the OPEX on that. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Ellie.
Thank you.
Maraming
Ganap.
salamat. Okay, we're down to our last two. And I'd like to call up on stage from Meta Savages, Todor Minev.
Hey,
Okay,
everybody.
cool name. So what do we need to know about you before you pitch?
Well, I'm from Bulgaria, and as you can see, I'm a real savage. So you got a lot to see whenever it comes to Meta Savages.
I'll leave now. Okay, go ahead, man. You're kind of scary. You scare me.
All right, here it goes. So, what we really focused on by developing Meta Savages, which is a metaverse platform, is a lot of things that we saw that other projects lack. And for me, projects like Decentraland and all the other metaverses out there are pretty bad looking and pretty low in terms of graphics. And the whole experience is not great either. So what we focused on really is building a platform on Unreal 5, which has, I'm sorry we don't have a pitch deck because our visuals are what's gonna blow your minds, but you can see that later. Anyway, so we're building on Unreal 5, and we're building a truly immersive metaverse. We're building an island which is 10 square miles right now, and it's gotta give you the feeling of an alternative universe, what a metaverse should be, because otherwise it's just a game. If it has just a simple concept of doing one thing, it's a game rather than an actual metaverse. So in Meta Savages, you can come into the island, have your own avatar, go to conferences like this, go and hang out with your friends. We're introducing a lot of micro gaming elements, and in order to start monetizing as soon as possible, we've aimed at the gambling industry. So I was just at an expo called Sigma in Malta, and we've already got signed contracts with 5 big casino game providers who are gonna have their own casinos in our metaverse. So we're gonna build this up. We're building it in a revenue share with them. So that's how the first lowest hanging fruit is gonna be picked. Other than that, we have 10 different revenue streams, which go from like NFT sales, meaning like skins and clothing that you can pimp your avatar with. We're gonna have vehicles, we're gonna have land, we're gonna have all of the things that you guys have in the real world, just in an alternative universe. We're gonna also have like shops, which are gonna be providing your favorite stuff, like the Nike sneakers that we're all wearing, everything from your clothing brands to your vehicle brands. We're gonna have like actual vehicles that you can use to go around the island. And one of the most and coolest thing that we've came up with as a concept is learn to earn. So instead of play to earn, we've got a learn to earn platform where we're gonna have like events such as this, which are gonna educate people on like Web3 topics or e-com or anything to do with making money online, where the people that participate are gonna be prompted after the event is finished whether they wanna take a test on what they've just listened to or not. And if they do, if they score above 80%, on that, they're going to be rewarded by the tokens that are collected from the people that have actually paid money to be a part of the event. So, more or less, this is what Meta Savages is. As I said, a AAA gaming feeling, because I can't see myself or anyone else here spending too much time on something that looks like, you know, a badly scripted Minecraft game. So, my time's up. Questions?
Go ahead.
Well, thank you so much for the pitch. What is your expected revenue after you onboard those 5 casinos?
Well, from what we've seen in the metaverse casino game, in terms of the revenue, what Decentraland has shown in their numbers is 7 million for the first quarter of this year, which is incredibly high if you look at the way that their casino actually looks and operates. So we're expecting to be anywhere between 10 to 20 million within the first year in terms of revenue. We're not sure how it's gonna go. Usually the model is 60-40, so it's 60% to the casino, 40%, or if you wanna be, you know, more generous to the public, you flip that around. So, you know, right now, this is what we're looking at.
Question for you. The Decentraland, as big as they are, or even Sandbox, they're struggling with traffic. What's your game plan on that?
Our game plan is to onboard whole NFT communities. So our idea is, because all of those NFT communities that for one reason or another stopped developing or did not get the utility that they were promised, I've already spoken to 3 big communities like that, providing them with the opportunity to come in with their NFTs into our metaverse and build their own island, let's say next to ours, so they can come and enjoy what we're building. So we're just gonna expand our metaverse for existing NFT communities. This is just one of the gameplays that I think is truly differentiates us from everybody else. They need utility, we can provide it to them because I've got the team, we've got 60 people building on Unreal 5. So we got the capacity to really bring in something big and cool for them to have as a utility, to hang out and enjoy everything that we're building.
Thank you very much, Todor.
Should I do the mic
Nev.
drop?
Maraming salamat. Okay, so we have one last contestant for today. So just as a reminder, we will be inviting 2 pitchers today who will be pitching on the final pitch season 9 on CNN Philippines. So we will be selecting one from the panel of judges choice and also from the final pitch team with me today. So up next we have none other than from Libera, Max Ward.
Great.
So Max, please tell us a little bit about yourself before you begin your pitch.
Great. Yeah, I'm originally from the US, but my entire career is in Asia with DHL and other companies. I love the region, I love the growth. This is my second supply chain startup targeting emerging markets in logistics and supply chain management.
Okay, perfect. This is not your first rodeo. You have 3 minutes, Max.
Yeah.
Good luck.
So I think we all know that supply chains impact all of us every day, with what we consume and how we live. And we all know that markets like the Philippines are growing very fast. But what a lot of people don't know is that there is a big problem in these supply chains in emerging markets. The big problem is that we don't know what people are really buying. And that is because up to 90% of consumers in Philippines, for example, it would be 100 million out of 150 million people, are buying products from sari-sari stores. And sari-sari stores don't use any software at all, usually. So without this data, it causes brands to not know what to produce. It means they don't know what to put in what warehouse. And it means almost $1 trillion trade finance gap where people can't get the money they need to buy the right type of stuff. So we solve this with our unique supply chain management platform, Libera Connect, which is complete integrated warehousing, transportation, and distribution, touching up to 300,000 stores now today in the Philippines. Libera Retail, which is the first decentralized, tokenized app for micro retail and sari-sari store point of sale. And this leads us into the ability to do something really amazing, which is Libera AI, which is the first AI platform that tells Nestle and Unilever what they need to produce, the logistics companies, what needs to be in Cebu and what needs to be in Luzon. And it allows these micro retailers, the sari-star owners, to make a little bit of money on their data because we sell it to 7-Eleven, we sell it to the banks, we sell it to the people that need this data, and we distribute it with massive social impact across the bottom of the market, the foundation of the supply chain. So that's the problem, that's how we solve it. We have a fantastic team. My career is in supply chain. I'm a great co-founder, knows more about supply chain tech in Asia than anybody. He's over there, that's Johan. We worked together at our previous company, excited to team up again. We've got both the co-chief data science officers from Cambridge Analytica helping us build the AI product. And we're focused on the most exciting growth markets in the world, the VIP markets, Vietnam, Indonesia, Philippines, absolutely growing like crazy, over 500 million consumers. And our business model is to sell our supply chain management software bundled with data and also to sell the data directly to these big brands. And we're excited to go into profitability already next month based upon new contracts that we've started to sign here in the Philippines. And next week, I'm in Indonesia signing new deals there as well. So putting that all together, we're addressing a huge problem, helping more people than any supply chain software company ever before.
Right on the dot. Judges, your questions.
Hi, yes, that is definitely an area that we need to solve together. I've invested to a couple of companies here in the Philippines doing exactly the same thing, but on a Web 2. So my question will be, why does it have to be Web3 to resolve this issue?
Well, we went down the Web3 journey with our Animoca Brands was our largest investor to date. And the key thing is to get very, very sticky with the sari-sari stores. What the Web 2 competitors that we see is that their adoption tracks off over time. We want to really ultimately gamify the experience and also really build traceability and trust so that we can go back to the biggest brands and show them exactly how the data is flowing from up to 1 million sorry stores in this country and identify who are the users in the store side and even eventually extend to consumers. So total transparency, decentralized, and even building smart contracts so that when we sell the data, we can show that a percentage of our tokenized data dividend goes all the way back to that store. So that way our data will be more trusted and we'll have more stickiness with millions of users.
Yeah, that was actually my question.
Yeah.
Your business is so clear. Data mining is a huge money.
Yeah.
I was worried about the privacy of data of selling it to.
Right.
How are you going to do that?
Yeah. So this is after my last company. I ran sales for an AI company in Europe and worked with some very smart guys who were foremost in the data industry. And it's very important to be compliant with GDP and good data practices, but to understand what data you really want and what really has the most economic value. So when you go into, Kate goes into a store, buys shampoo, toothpaste, that needs to stay with you and the store. What we want to get is the metadata. We want the product category trends. And that's what nobody, not even Nielsen, has in this country, right? And that's really what everybody wants. They want to understand what's happening in this barangay, what happens in this district, who's buying what. The LGUs need it, the district level and national government needs it, the banks need it, the brands need it, logistics companies need it. Everybody needs that data, but you never touch personal data, right? So that way everybody benefits, everybody makes a little bit more money, including the little guy owning a small store.
Max, thank you very much for your pitch. So please stay with me, Max. If you can stay with me here on stage, I will be calling up again our 4 other startups who pitched today. We are giving now 3 minutes for our judges and of course the final pitch team to decide who we will invite to pitch on CNN Philippines, the final pitch. So once again, I'd like to call Jeremy Gokongwei from Meta Farms, James Afante from Astro XP, Eli Rabadon from DV Code, and Todor Minev from Meta Savages. There you go. Okay, so we're lacking Jeremy. Okay, so folks, I'd like to know, so who among you here have pitched on TV? On TV. Not you? Okay, so we're giving two of you the opportunity to pitch next year. We're going to be filming the final pitch season 9 by February of next year. It's going to be an open edition. And we're opening up the show to investors as well from around the world. So it is an open edition. We are going to be industry agnostic. We are going to be welcoming Web 1 all the way to Web 4. It is going to be exciting and it's going to be big. And we want to involve all of you. That's why we are here in the Philippine Blockchain Week. We want to involve everyone. It is our open edition. So Jeremy, I think, has copped out. I think Jeremy is no longer here with us. Is he still here with us? Okay, Jeremy, could you join us? Oh, okay. He's in the, okay, all right. So, all right. So I'd like to invite now our 3 judges to join us up here on stage. And of course, the final pitch panel. So I'd like to invite Monica Aguilar and Nina Terol to join me up here on stage as well. So all of the startups, could you please join me here on my right and the judges here to my left. All right. So this is a chance to pitch on CNN Philippines, the final pitch, Season 9, the Open Edition. Okay, so you've decided? All right, so Eric, I will give you the honor of announcing the judge's choice for today.
Well, thank you. And first, congratulations to everybody. You all did a great job. So it was certainly not an easy decision, but we were unanimous in our decision. It's La Brea. We're very intrigued.
There you go. You could have said it a little bit more with pizzazz, but yes.
No, La Brea.
La Brea,
You're
there
going
you
on
go.
TV.
There you go. Congratulations. Welcome to the final pitch. We will be seeing you. I hope you fly back by February to join us on the show.
I live here.
You live here. Perfect. We won't have to pay for your airfare. Thank God. Congratulations for that. Okay. And for the final pitch panel, who will it be? Who will we be inviting to pitch on the show?
Actually, our team decided unanimously as well that we were going to invite La Brea because it appeals, it serves the micro entrepreneurship, and obviously Final Pitch is about entrepreneurship. And we do see that also. Sorry, is it La Brea?
Yes.
Did I just murder your company?
Okay.
And
So we have.
we're
okay.
inviting also.
All right. So given that, who would have been your second choice?
Our second choice would have been...
Sorry.
Okay.
The rationale also behind the
Yes.
second choice.
Okay, so the rationale first, we are an agricultural country and we know the importance of agriculture and sustainability and also bringing agriculture to the next level. So Meta Farms is our second choice.
Okay, Meta Farms. Just in time, Jeremy Gokongwei. Congratulations, Jeremy. You have now also made it to the 9th season. You made it to the stage. How was your trip to the John? Good. So go to the John, come up here, pitch to John and the final pitch team by February. Congratulations. We will see you in the final pitch on CNN Philippines. So maraming salamat. This was an elevator pitch. Unlike any other, it's the fastest that we've done. But I'd like to thank all of our judges, our contestants here today. Maraming salamat. Thank you, Philippine Blockchain Week. We will see you this February. Thank you.
Congratulations to all the winners of the Final Pitch Philippine Blockchain Week edition. Thank you to Mr. John Aguilar and all of our judges.
Philippine Blockchain Week. See you next year.